Hi guys, quite often I get asked what do I think is going to happen in the future in regards to solar and especially batteries. Here you see the latest technology in batteries right now, that's the LFP. But what's going to happen in the future? And when we say the future, I mean 5 years, 5 years, 10 years, not 50, because to predict what's going to happen in 50 years is impossible, almost anyway. Uh, and then the changes will be so radical that we're probably not going to recognize anything. And it will not be useful for us today to know what's going to happen in 50 years anyway. But let's talk about 5 to 10 years. And then, actually, usually, when I get asked, like, what do you think will happen in the future? I usually just say, I don't really know. Because about solar technology and panels and everything like that, I'm an installer. My education is basic social science. I don't do research. I don't know. I don't follow what's going on the basic level in solar technology. I follow equipment. I follow what's going on right now. What's on the market. That's what I follow. But of course, I find it interesting also to try to understand what's going to happen in the future if I can make reasonable predictions. And there is one thing that I'm pretty sure that's going to happen in the future that's going to have enormous effect on everybody's life. And we can actually see it right now, and it's going to be much more extreme. And that is that off-grid systems are going to become the standard, and people are going to leave the grid because already now you can see off-grid systems being very efficient and being able to provide for residential buildings needs without any problems. Right now, it's the cost that's holding this development back. But within short time, that cost is going to come down for a variety of reasons, and that's going to make it possible for people to go off grid and disconnect from the grid. So why would people want to do that? Well, it's all about controlling your own life, isn't it? That if you have, it's like the difference between owning a car and renting a car. It's much better to own your own car. And it's the same with energy. It's much better to own your own energy. And in the future, you will be able to do that because battery prices will come down and the efficiency on panels going to go up. Inverters are going to go up in size compared to the cost. And so there's not really any new technology that's needed for all this to happen. It's just cost reduction. And most people think that's going to happen, but also in specific relationship to cheaper battery technologies, that development will almost 99% sure happen. But what will happen at the same time is that big corporations and governments are going to try to control those systems, and they're going to try to stop that. So what's probably likely to happen is that corporations will want to give you systems, and they want to bind you to to different agreements and stuff. So that's another development I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. And you're probably going to see a diversification and also a class differentiation in regards to the people that have a good economy. They're going to buy systems and be off-grid. And the people that are in the lower classes and where the economy is not so good, they're going to have to go with these agreements with the corporations and going to be left, as always, with the short end of the stick. So that's one prediction for you guys. Take it easy.